The first time Jackson Grady met her, he was 17 and half asleep in the wheat fields of Nebraska. It was one of those restless summer nights when the air buzzed with heat and the sky was clear enough to see the galaxy breathe. He lay on the rusted roof of his father's barn, arms behind his head, and watched the stars move slowly across the darkness. And then one fell, no, not fell, streaked, right over the Miller Ridge and straight down behind it, silent and fast. Probably just a meteor, he muttered. But something pulled at him, something beyond curiosity. So, like any teenager raised on conspiracy forums and sci-fi movies, Jackson hopped on his dirt bike and rode to where the sky had caught fire. He didn't expect to find a girl, let alone her. She stood tall and elegant in a small crater, surrounded by smoldering grass. Her silver skin shimmered under the moonlight, and her eyes, violet, no whites, glowed like twin nebulae. Her hair, long and metallic blue, moved as if underwater. She looked both fragile and dangerous. An otherworldly beauty, standing barefoot on his home soil. Jackson stared. You okay?" She tilted her head, blinking slowly. "Define okay." He blinked back. "Fair point." She had no name, not in a language he could pronounce, so he called her Nova. It felt right. Over the next few weeks, Nova remained hidden in the old storm cellar. Jackson brought her food, taught her how to speak in full sentences, and asked 1,000 questions about her world. In return, she listened to his stories, his dreams, his frustrations about being stuck in a small town. "You don't belong here," Nova said one evening, voice soft. "You're a wanderer." "So are you." She nodded. "We are similar." On the last night, she stood under the stars in his backyard and told him she had to go. Her people had located her, and she'd be extracted by dawn. He tried to be cool about it. "Well, if you ever come back, I'm still single. Might marry you someday." Nova looked confused. "Marriage?" "Yeah. You know, humans promise to annoy each other forever." She smiled faintly. A strange ritual. But perhaps not unpleasant. He watched the blue beam take her into the sky. A streak of light, and she was gone. Jackson never told anyone. They wouldn't have believed him anyway. Chapter 2. Years of Silence. A decade passed. Jackson left Nebraska, went to college, studied aerospace engineering, then switched to journalism. He wrote about tech, UFO sightings, AI scandals, things most people ignored. Sometimes, under a pseudonym, he published articles that started with lines like, "What if I told you I met one of them?" People loved it. Clicks rolled in. But he never really said it was true. Not even to himself. Now 27, Jackson lived in Chicago. Big city, endless buzz, but the stars were harder to see. One rainy night, while drafting an article about a supposed alien artifact recovered in Siberia, his apartment light flickered. Then the power died. He cursed, got up to check the circuit breaker, and froze. There, standing by the window, cloaked in the flicker of lightning, was Nova. Older, wiser looking, but unmistakably her. Jackson's mouth went dry. "Nova." She stepped forward. "You remembered." "Of course you're real. I didn't make it up." She smiled faintly. "You said we might marry someday." He laughed nervously. "I was joking." "I wasn't." Chapter 3. Alien and Anchor. Nova had returned to Earth on a mission. Her people, known across galaxies as the Zalari, monitored species on the brink of extinction or evolution. Humanity, she explained, was teetering between self-destruction and transcendence. "Our council debates," she said. "Half believe your species will destroy itself in a century. The others believe humans will become starbound. I argued for the latter." "Because of me." Jackson asked. Nova didn't answer directly. Instead, she said, "You gave me a reason to believe in your kind." They spent weeks together, hidden in Jackson's apartment during the day, walking the rooftops at night. Nova could cloak herself when needed, but she preferred openness with him. He showed her the world she had once glimpsed only through stories. He introduced her to pizza, jazz, thunderstorms, and old Star Trek reruns. She introduced him to silence deeper than space, technology that fit in a raindrop, and ancient alien philosophies that sounded like poetry. Their bond grew stronger, no longer two kids flirting under stars, but two souls aligned across galaxies. But Earth wasn't ready. Chapter 4. Hunted. It started with surveillance drones outside his building. Then mysterious vans parked down the block. Then a visit from two government researchers asking odd questions about unusual electromagnetic readings. Jackson denied everything. But Nova felt it. "They're close." "We have to run," he said. "No," she replied. "We hide in plain sight." With her tech, she altered her appearance. Dark hair, human-colored skin, contacts over her eyes. She became Eva, Jackson's girlfriend from Canada, as far as the world was concerned. They moved to Seattle, then Reykjavik, then Marrakesh. He kept writing. She kept watching. Everywhere they went, Nova gathered data. Oceans rising, wars brewing, satellites glitching. She wasn't just visiting. She was preparing a report for the Zalari Council. And every night, they lay side by side, hearts beating in rhythm. "You still want to marry an alien girl?" she asked once, half smiling. Jackson kissed her shoulder. "I already have." Chapter 5. The Council's Verdict. Then came the summons. A silver disc appeared in a desert canyon in Arizona. No fanfare. No sound. Just a ripple in the air. "I have to go," Nova said. "They need my final report." "I'm coming with you." She shook her head. "Humans aren't allowed." He grabbed her hand. "You made me believe the stars were reachable. Don't leave me here, wondering again." Her eyes softened. "Then promise me something." "Anything." "If they deny Earth, I won't come back." His chest tightened. "What do you mean, deny?" "If they choose to abandon your species, they'll erase all records of interference. That includes me." "No," he said, voice cracking. "That's not fair." "I know. But it is the law." Chapter 6. Judgment Day. He waited. 1 day. 2. A week. No word. No signal. No Nova. Jackson returned to Nebraska, back to the barn roof where it all began. He stared at the stars, whispering prayers to galaxies that didn't know his name. On the 14th night, a beam of light descended silently behind Miller Ridge. He ran. And there she was, walking through the wheat like no time had passed. Eyes glowing. Skin silver once more. Jackson stumbled to her. "You came back." "They voted," Nova said. 6-5. He held his breath. "And the stars are open to you." His knees nearly buckled. "You did it." "No," she said. "We did." She pulled something from her sleeve, a small crystal, glowing with swirling colors. "What's that?" "Our bond. Our marriage right. I asked permission. They granted it." He stared at it. "You're serious?" "Deadly." He grinned. "Then let's get deadly married." Epilogue. Stardust and Soil. The ceremony took place in a hidden orbital station, witnessed by beings who'd watched civilizations rise and fall. A human and a Zalari, joined by love that bent the rules of stars and species.